Hello, and welcome to this latest session of Ask Dr. Sharon. I'm Sharon Walt, the Hashimoto Health Coach, and I'm delighted that you're joining me here today, whether it's live or whether you're watching the replay. So just a little bit of a recap here. The whole reason behind the Ask Dr. Sharon sessions is to answer any questions that you might have about autoimmune conditions in general, and Hashimoto's in particular. So a lot of times I get my questions from my clients, but also from followers on social media and occasionally from my family as well. So today I want to talk about this and make quite a bold statement. It's that symptoms are a gift. Now, when I have said that to a client or I've opened up a seminar with this statement, I usually get some disbelief and occasionally some very real indignation. I say, Sharon, what do you mean? How can I be grateful for the brain fog and the pain and the bloating and the weight gain and the hair loss and so on? And hey, I get that. That is really, it can be really quite debilitating. But please be grateful, because that's your way, or that's the way that your body is saying that there's something wrong and it needs help fixing it. Now, our body is a wonderful creation and has wonderful design. There's a great deal of redundancy and interconnection that has been built into so that it functions under many different circumstances. But under a continually changing environment, our body is, it's going to try to adapt until it can no longer do so and its function is impaired. So that's generally when symptoms start to appear. And these symptoms are the body's way of communicating that something's out of balance. So instead of seeing them as nuisances, we need to view them as valuable signals that are prompting us to pay attention and take some action. So our symptoms can act as early warning signs. They alert us to potential health issues before they become even more severe. So by listening to our bodies, we can address underlying problems early on, potentially preventing more serious conditions. Now, in fact, often we will be experiencing symptoms long before functional tests, such as blood tests, can indicate that something is wrong. Okay, one of the things that I usually have my clients do early on when we're working together is for them to track their symptoms. So to keep track of the time of onset, the severity, and anything that was going on in the background that might be influencing it. And this has two purposes. Number one, it's a way of assessing the efficacy of a treatment. So if you are doing some, let's say, taking a supplement protocol or doing a different type of treatment, and there is no change in your symptoms, even after a period of time, because remember, healing does take some time, well, it could mean that whatever you're doing just isn't effective, and it's time to try something else. But secondly, by tracking your symptoms, it can encourage more self-awareness. So it's going to allow for a deeper connection with your body. And this connection can help foster some personal growth, as it can lead us to make positive changes in our diet, our lifestyle, and our mindset as well. Everything that we need to adjust in order to create a healing environment. Okay, symptoms can often point towards the root cause of the health issue. Now, in order to experience true healing, it's the root causes that need to be addressed. And I know you're probably sick and tired of me saying this, because I say it almost every session it comes up. Simply treating the symptoms will not achieve healing and actually can make the situation worse. In fact, statistics show that having one autoimmune disorder can lead to a 30% greater chance of developing another one if you do not address the underlying causes. As a bit of an example here, a routine procedure for my Hashimoto clients is to undergo a gut healing protocol. So under this protocol, it's a series of targeted supplements It tends to rebalance the gut bacteria and heals the gut lining. And gut dysbiosis is a major trigger for our immune system. But unless we also address the factors that have caused the gut dysbiosis, this healing is going to be short-lived and the problems are just going to return. So what are some of these factors? Well, no surprise here. They include things like what and how we are eating, and also what toxins that we have been exposed to, both presently and in the past. And that is why I focus on symptom suppression, and this is usually through just taking some random pills, supplementation. It's not going to result in healing. And yes, some quick relief of symptoms is going to be incredibly helpful, but it should never be the sole solution. So you always need to be looking at the root causes as well. Okay, so what can you do? Well, start to listen to your body, track your symptoms, gain some insight into what the root causes are, and start to create a healing environment for your body. So how do you create an environment for your body to heal? This is this is the hard part, by no stretch of the imagination. Most people with Hashimoto's and other autoimmune disorders need to focus on cleaning up their diet, making changes to their lifestyle. Now, regarding diet, we don't focus on calories. We focus on what we are eating and how we are eating. And regarding lifestyle, the focus is on identifying and addressing the toxins that we either have been exposed to or are currently being exposed to. And these toxins also include stress. And as I've mentioned many times before, stress is probably the most common trigger for an autoimmune condition. Now, all of this requires changing some habits, and this is where a lot of people start to fail in their healing journey or don't progress as far as they want to. Breaking a habit, creating a new, healthier habit in its place is really hard, but I have a solution that might work for you, and I'm excited to share it with you. Most of you know that I usually work with clients one-on-one for personalized health coaching. And although that's probably the most efficient and effective way to guide someone to better health, it can also be out of reach for many people. There is the financial cost of that some people, especially now, find a bit out of reach, but also I can only work with a certain number of people at the same time. But I also fervently believe that access to good health resources and support should be available to everyone. And that's why I've created a new group coaching program. Well, actually, it's lots more than just a program. I wanted to create a place that also offered support, especially with making habit change easier. And I finally found a platform where community, support, and all of my online resources are in one place. Now, you're going to be hearing lots more about this over the next couple of weeks because that's the length of my launch. But if you want more information now, I'm going to provide you with a link so you can check it out. So let me just, okay, it should be in the comment section now. And also, I am going to, there, okay, it should be showing up as a banner. So if you go to either go to the comment section or try the banner here, you're going to find a lot more information. Now, as well, if you've got any questions, you can message me, or you can also book a time to have a 20-minute of free consultation with me, and we can discuss in particular what health concerns you have, and in this particular case, whether this is going to be a good solution for you to get you going. Okay, I hope, as always, that you found this useful, and I hope that you have a great rest of the week. Okay, bye for now.